Once upon a time, there was a sweet little girl. Everyone who saw her loved her, for she had a very good heart. But her grandmother loved her most of all. She wanted to give the child everything. Once, she gave her a cap of red velvet. The cap suited her so well that the girl wanted to wear nothing else, and so she was called Little Red Riding Hood. One day her mother said, "Here, my dear, is a piece of cake and a bottle of wine. Take them to your grandmother." She is weak and ill. This will do her good and help her regain her strength. Hurry before it gets too cold outside. Walk nicely and do not leave the path, or you might fall and break the basket. "I will do everything just as you say," promised the girl, and she said goodbye and set off. Now the grandmother lived out in the woods, a half-hour walk from the village. The girl stepped bravely into the forest. Just as she entered the woods, she met the wolf. But she did not know what a wicked beast he was, so she was not afraid. "Good day, Little Red Riding Hood," said the wolf. "Thank you kindly, wolf," she replied. "Where are you going so early, Little Red Riding Hood?" "To grandmother's." "And what do you have in your basket?" "Cake and wine. We baked yesterday, so I am taking them to grandmother. She is weak and needs to get strong." Her house stands under 3 big oak trees, with nut bushes growing nearby. You surely must know it. The wolf thought to himself, "What a tender mouthful! Better than the old woman. I must be crafty and snap them both up." "Little Red Riding Hood, look at the beautiful flowers. You walk as if going to school, but the woods are so full of joy." The girl saw how the sunbeams danced through the trees and thought, "I will bring grandmother some fresh flowers." She ran off the path into the woods to pick flowers. She picked one, then another, going deeper and deeper into the forest. The wolf went straight to the grandmother's house and knocked. "Who is there?" "It is me." The wolf lifted the latch, the door flew open, and without a word, he went to the bed and swallowed the grandmother. Then he put on her clothes, set her cap on his head, lay down in her bed, and drew the curtains. Little Red Riding Hood was surprised to find the door open. It felt so strange that she thought, "Why am I so afraid today?" "Good morning!" But there was no answer. Then she went to the bed and drew back the curtains. "Oh, grandmother, what big ears you have!"
"All the better to hear you with."
"Oh, grandmother, what big eyes you have!"
"All the better to see you with."
"Oh, grandmother, what big hands you have!"
"All the better to grab you with."
"Grandmother, what terribly big teeth you have!"
"All the better to eat you with."
The wolf swallowed the poor girl. Stuffed full, he lay back in bed, fell asleep, and began to snore very loudly. A huntsman was passing by and thought, "How the old woman snores! I must check on her." He entered and saw the wolf. He took a pair of scissors and began to cut open the belly. A few snips, and the red cap shone through. A few more, and the girl jumped out. "Oh, how frightened I was!" she cried. And then the grandmother came out too, barely alive but safe. Little Red Riding Hood quickly fetched some large stones, and they filled the wolf's body with them. When the wolf woke, he tried to run away, but the stones were so heavy that he collapsed and fell dead. All three were delighted. The grandmother ate the cake and regained her strength. And Little Red Riding Hood thought, "As long as I live, I will never leave the path by myself when my mother has forbidden it." And Little Red Riding Hood went joyfully home, and no one ever harmed her again.